Hello, you are currently looking at the About Us section of Logs for IFTA website. And this is the first website that was actually created that was the building block, so to speak, for Logs for IFTA website. And the original name was going to be New Mercy Information Services. And why the word New Mercy is like it was a concept. New Mercy is a concept this website is offering for the complete process, of getting what we're going to eventually get to is the IFTA taxes. First, first application that was actually created was a truckload negotiation deal, and this was a page that was inspired. Well, you can read this. You want to pause the video and just read this note. This was the reason of creating this web page, but this application actually is an applet, and it's a Java applet. If you don't have Java installed, you won't see it. But since it's a video, you see what I'm looking at. This was a Java applet. Let's say you have 9 miles per gallon that your vehicle gets, and the fuel cost is, say, $3.54 a gallon for diesel or any fuel that you're using, and the destination miles was 800 miles, and they were offering you $1,200 for everything included. Just hit calculate, and give you an estimate of, based on 9 miles per gallon and your fuel cost, 26.25% of your money was going to be going on fuel at a cost of $315 out of that $1,200. That was just like want to test a new offer. Say that $1,200. Let's say I want $1,400. Same deal, but this is all falsified information right now, because you could pretty much be any deal that you're actually going to do. Hit calculate, and 22%, 22.5% of your money is going on fuel at a cost of $315, and it'll even give you how many gallons of fuel needed. And this is a rough estimate: 89 gallons of fuel needed to complete this reported trip. Go back to the main page. That's just one of the applications. Then the next concept was, since I was doing the fuel tax for the same company, it was getting a little exhausting, so I created this app to basically gather the total miles in each state that the truck ran in. And I'm like, wow, let's shorten this up by creating this application. And I would print out a report, say 600. Okay, finish. It'd actually give you went 144 miles in Louisiana, but you could actually, the whole application, you could actually accumulate all the miles that you went in each state. And this was the one application that led to, okay, let's add the fuel. So going back to the main page, and you can add the fuel the same way that you were adding the miles. And when you add the fuel and the miles of each state, each individual state, I'm like, well, wow, let's go back, do the whole application, do a whole fuel application. But with this particular deal, see if you do a full application. I'll go to this one here. You add the fuel, the miles, you add your fuel, like your miles logs, your fuel log, and then you can have an entire IFTA application. And NMIS, of course, is New Mercy Information Service full tax application. And wow, this was from the year third quarter 2008. In doing this, I even had an instruction on how to do each individual part. But the problem was, and this where logs for IFTA comes in. Once you get off this page, completing this particular process, none of the information can be saved, because I only did it as a standalone Java application. But it was fun doing it. But I was like, well, we need a way to store this information, and that's how going from this to this. And this is like a subscription to get you from logging your fuels and miles to actually producing this particular report. And this is, of course, third quarter 2010, third quarter 2010, at an 8-month late filing. But this is all falsified information that actually actually test the application to make sure everything was functioning. And yes, everything's functioning, but well, here we go.